Come on, why does it always take so long?
The
Ah,
butt keeping.
it is. Okay, we got the bots awakened. Unbelievable. All right, so now I should be able to do that. See if this works. It seems like it's trying, and there it goes. All right, we are good. All right, ready?
Mhm.
Cool. I will squish the thing then. In case you missed the last two live streams, we've made a lot of progress on the phone bag. And this week, I am definitely motivated to try to see just how much I can get accomplished because I'm actually going to be meeting up with this phone bag's recipient. And I'd really like to be able to show her just how far we've gotten. So, yeah. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And we're going to have some fun here tonight. I got a big project to work on. But first, let me remind you guys, we still have the secret word game. So, yeah, that's a thing. All you gotta do is say the secret word and you win the lovely bracelet made by yours truly. And tonight I am joined by my lovely wife, Mandy. And we're gonna try to get as much of this done as we can. I have no idea how far I can possibly get, but it'll be something fun. I'm gonna put on my glasses. This is this is some tedious stuff here, and this might help me to better focus on what the heck am I doing. Um, Anybody over on the vertical stream, you're missing out on the chance of seeing what the pattern looks like because I have that over on the horizontal stream. So if you want to see a little bit more, see Mandy, see whatever, it's your gotta come to the other one. All right. And you'll have to excuse me. Something's I was fine all day, and then this evening comes along, and suddenly, like, I'm having some kind of a allergy reaction to something, and it's making my nose just itchy and miserable. I'm hating it. Good evening, Melbourne. All right. I don't know that we get a whole lot of viewers from down under, but that's awesome. Hello. Wait, so is it? It's just going into autumn, right? Seasons and time zones and stuff just really trip me up. That's so cool. So, are you a bracelet maker? Or are you, one of those people that just like to admire the fact that bracelets get made and it's all kind of neat and stuff? Because anybody's welcome, honestly. I just kind of curious. First of winter. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that's not how I meant it. Meant it is very interesting that change of seasons and such. Something really weird just happened. I could hear, I think, tennis.
You can hear it?
Yeah, it was just a blurb of something, but yes.
Oh, I know why. We didn't set up the mic.
Oh, right. Um, it's over to the other side. All right, I'll go to the just me screen while you go get yourself ready. I'm like, wait a second. I know that sound. Oh, yeah, Canada winters. Yeah. Well, I was originally from Detroit, so we got the bad weather that would come down from out of Canada occasionally and make everything go super, super cold. But yeah. So we're in Canada. That's
Melbourne.
Melbourne is not Canada.
Which? Oh.
That'd be really, really weird if there was a Melbourne, Canada, and I was completely wrong. Calgary.
No,
All right. That's yeah, that's big hockey town stuff up there. I know, but having come from Detroit, I know that Calgary was like, big rivalry plays and stuff.
How's the mic now?
I think you're good.
Okay. I am back.
And you're back on the screen too.
How come the be right back doesn't work?
It did. I took you away. I went to the just me. Your be right back came on for all of a split second, but I was already like ahead of the game.
Did you forget that I can go be right back?
I did. I forgot we made it something that you have absolute control over, which is pretty neat. Honestly, we're honestly using OBS to some pretty advanced measures, I'd say. Do you see what song is playing?
It drives me crazy.
Ooh, ooh, like no one else. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
Drives me crazy, and I can't help myself. I can't believe I just did that for a stream, but whatever. You got me started. I couldn't stop.
Why is it my fault?
Because it's always your fault. So, this little area I was dying to have finished last week. So now, of course, I'm very, very happy that it's all finished this week. So this is, oh, that's very cool. This is going to be a bag that's big enough to hold a cell phone in it. I have ADHD, and I see a shrink to try to help mitigate the whole thing or whatever. Meds and all that kind of good stuff, right? So, yeah, this is going to be for her, my shrink. I go see her next week, and yeah, it's going to be cool. Oh, very cool. Good. Thank you. So yeah, we have, I don't know if you can see it. We have these really intense kumi braided strap to go like to hang the bag off the shoulder. And then in a little bit here, you'll be able to see there's a loop that I made, well, that Mandy made, but a loop that makes it so that way the bag will actually close and button down. So primarily, I'm going to be concentrating mostly at getting the other side done because I don't have all of the stuff ready quite yet for the button. Well, I have the button. I just need like some the cat gut stuff. So this is the button. It looks like a little tree. That's going to go somewhere down here. But I have to get like this the cat gut string ready for it, so that way it'll be like really reinforced. Oh, see if I can't shift my printer. It's blinking like it's trying to get connected. So the cord is actually embroidery floss that I purchased through AliExpress because basically I can't beat the price. It's a little bit thicker than like say a DMC, but it has roughly the DMC colors. There's only 447 colors as opposed to DMC has I want to say it's like 500 and a change, but I don't actually remember the exact amount it has, but yeah. But yeah, so just a few less colors, but seriously, if you can't make do with 447 colors, then I don't know. It's kind of and I have another supplier if I really want to get fluorescent colors, so that's a different thing. Okay, so wait, is this right? That looks so weird. Why is that? Oh, I guess it is right. Okay. Yeah, I would think it's enough, but yeah, I know that there's certain people out there who will, disagree and think, that they have to have more colors. Hello, Sadie Adams. Yeah, I've made bags with like 144 colors in it, which were all in groups of 4. And I don't know, that thing was pretty spectacular. I think at no point was I saying, gosh, if only I had a few more colors. Yeah, no kidding. I'm not going to knock the new people, but yeah, we usually get to see all kinds of people who have been regularly keeping up with this. So this is day 3 of making this bag. So everything that you see, plus everything that's on the other side of it, was all made in 2 streams, plus what I've just done in the last. Really, it was an hour? No, 12 minutes. It's like, no, wait. So yeah, lots of progress in just 12 minutes there. Let's see. Oh, I got a cool trivia question for you, Mandy.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the United States, where is my next most viewed from the videos from?
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
No?
I was a little bit shocked to find out it was Spain.
Huh.
I would have never have guessed it, especially considering I don't speak Spanish. So it just seemed really unlikely. But yeah, very cool, I thought. All right, so now I have to kind of cross off areas that have been completed.
Maybe I heard you say hola once and then, you know.
And then you're right, yeah. Hola, hola to all my Spaniards out there. Oh, I was just okay. First time. I'm using cord that I got from AliExpress. It's basically a Chinese version of like DMC floss. There's 447 colors of it. It comes from a place called the Factory Store. They have been awesome over the years, like absolutely fantastic. Because I've ordered floss like 8 kg at once. So yeah, when you're getting that much floss, if it wasn't quality, you know, obviously I would never go back. And I have very little problems with like strings not being of, you know, perfect shape or whatever. Because if there's like a knot in it, I can't necessarily use a segment. That would be bad. So let's see. Goes over the blue, over this yellow, over the blue, and then to the next yellow only. Okay. So this makes a great big oval-like shape. But wait, it doesn't go down to this one. Hey, hello, Rara. There's a regular. We got a bunch of new people here from various parts. We got somebody in Australia who they're going into winter. Yeah, it's kind of neat. An upside down face for the Australians. Nice. Try the pinner again. It went to a solid green.
Nope.
Hang on, I'll try holding it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not going to blinky. Okay, back in pairing mode. Whoa. Hey! We have a new sub.
Yes, and I can't
Alexandra
sleep.
Mancuso subscribed to the channel.
Well, thank you, Alexandra Mancuso, for your sub. Normally we'd have a printer printing out your little name and stuff. And Mandy was just telling me that for some odd reason it's not working. I turned it off and back on again.
I've also done that with my
The printer app thing.
yes.
See, this is what we get for not remembering to test some of the stuff before the stream gets started. Mind you, the printer is so darn cute. I'll bring it down here. Is that not adorable? How can you stay mad at something that cute? Same goes for my wife. I really like how this pattern kind of moves along so quickly. It's like there's just blocks of things going on. And so if you just kind of concentrate on a block at a time, before you know it, you got a big patch accomplished. I suppose we still have the instructions for the printer as to how to get it into pairing mode. In the 70s, no kidding. I didn't learn um, this part of the craft until 1987. But I only learned a very limited amount, and the rest was all pretty much self-taught. So I started generating my own patterns and kind of stuff before there was internet, before there was, all the hoopla. So don't know if you guys can tell, but the what's on the screen for the pattern is something I have opened up in GIMP, and it allows me to be able to use the pencil tool to kind of cross off areas as I accomplish them. And yeah, it's kind of working out pretty good for me right at the moment. So now this one doesn't go all the way, so I have to use caution. When it goes all the way down to the end of the row and stuff, that's easy stuff. But when it changes, that can get where we can make errors. So this is 4, and then this one is 5. So now, see, basically having the yellow going over the top is easy, and now it goes underneath this blue. And now it's back to the yellow on top again, and I can bring that all the way down to the end.
It finally connected.
All right. All right, and now I can bring this yellow all the way over to meet the other one.
Did it print?
Nothing yet. I've got it in front of me now, so I can actually see it. Last week, we had some issues with the printer printing, and me being entirely oblivious to it going on because the thing is so silent. But now I have it in front of me. So, yeah, it's kind of neat. Hey, Just String Things made it. Awesome. Hello. Just String Things is another one of our regulars here who just became a member last week. That was way cool. Friend of mine.
Don't know why it's taking so long.
I don't know either. You're doing the same format? You didn't change it to being more pixels per inch kind of thing, or none of that?
No,
Oh, it's so weird.
I know, right? Try again.
Okay. I kind of wish my clip was bigger. Trying to think if I had any of the other big bulldog clips that I have. This, no, that won't work. All right, so this is another one where I can't let this go too far, so I gotta kind of keep track of every little knot. So it's red over red, then red over brown. Well, in this case, it's really blue. Over the light. The dark. Hey, there it goes.
Finally.
See? Our new
That's no
sub,
problem.
Alexandra Mancuso. I think I said that right. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna stick this over here to the side. That's awesome. So we have a little bit of a bot obsession over here. It started with the subscribe robot that was an anniversary gift some years ago, and now we have bot themed everything's. So the dark or light. Over the dark. Over the light. And then turns at the dark. Perfect. Got to get out for most of the day yesterday. That was sort of fun. Hanging out with the wife and got to see a friend of ours. Got to pass them that cup holder that I made. You kicked a bird? That sounds like a story I want to hear. Wait, not like Dad's bird, right? We have to keep reminding Dad that he wears a diaper and that he's not supposed to touch his bird. And it's that kind of shock factor is why we have a Mandy cam. Once upon a time, all those reactions were lost to everybody but me. Oh man. Oh, Canadian geese. Oh man. Boy, have I had some experience with those guys. Oh no. Aw. The heck happened there? Did you see that? Wait,
What?
something. Wait. My GIMP just did a thing like a keyboard thing had been pressed or something happened and it opened up the image layer like part of the I miss something? uh so somewhere out there there's a bird who's telling stories about how they were just minding their own business when whap.
Kind of reminds me of the bat that flew into you.
Oh my god, we were biking, it was late at night, just rolling along, and a bat came out of nowhere, hit me, kind of rolled off my face, and kind of did a weird kind of zigzag, almost plummeted, caught its balance, and kept going kind of thing. Yeah, that I'm sure that bat felt violated. It felt like it kissed me because it came across the cheek, kind of rolled over across my face. Yeah, that was bizarre. And I tried telling friends I got hit by a bat, and they were thinking the other kind. I'm like, no, 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 the animal kind. So weird. So in this instance, it's really easy to see where this ends. It ends on the second time it goes to the light color. So that ends right here. Oh, secret word game. Okay, so there's two different games going on. There's the chat to win and secret word game. So the idea with this, both of them is basically to help get everybody in the mood to type more messages. The secret word game is a word that somehow relates to the channel, and if you happen to type it in the text, if you type it into the thing, we have a bot that will recognize it and announce you as the winner. And then we try to do some stuff to verify that we get it going to the right address and stuff, which is always a challenge and fun. But yeah, it's just to help try to keep the chats going. And the last time we did it, oh my god, it took a year, little more than a year, for people to finally get the right word. But I think at this time around, I think I made it easy enough. I suspect we'll have it done in no time. Yeah. This is like the 5th secret word game ever. So. Oh, and this time the secret word game, you get to win a bag. So that's kind of cool. The chat to win is the game that is easy as high. Is basically every time you chat, the bot kind of throws the dice, and if it lands on 1, then you win. It's not literal dice, it's just a randomizer. Wait, hedgehogs? Yeah, we can't have them in Singapore either. I know they're just wild in the UK, but yeah, we can't have them as pets in Singapore either. It's fun. It's sad. Yeah, I had an uncle who was putting out bits of bread and milk and stuff out, thinking it was for the cats that would come by and eat it. And me being, the super hyper whatever, I'm like, hey, what's that out there at the little dishes? And they were like, wait, what? Oh, it's a hedgehog. I'm like, whoa. And so that was my first experience with one. Yeah, so next week I got to make sure that I have the cat gut all lined up and ready to go, because I'll be able. It's within that next diamond. I'm pretty sure is where that button will go. So I won't be hitting that area tonight. I'll do that next week. Yeah, and honestly, I hope you win. It would be really cool to see somebody new to the channel get in there and participate and win something. That'd be nice.
Annie, where was the hedgehog cafe that we went to?
Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah, that was Chiang Mai. Yeah, it was a pretty neat place. We got to put on gloves and pet the little guys and feed them the little mealworms and stuff.
I didn't feed them mealworms.
Mandy was not into the mealworms at all. Meerkat Cafe sounds fun. I'm just somehow trying to picture like a meerkat in some other places, say like UK and stuff, where like there's not all of the different things out to eat them. Like they could actually like relax a bit. You know, that would be kind of interesting to see. So yeah, this time I have the all of the bag in the image here, so I'm kind of can zoom in, zoom out, and go with whatever part of the whole bag that I'm working on. So now off to the other side. Oh, that's cool. Abigail, making the bracelets. That's way cool. Yeah, so this is already a cylinder. I have this piece of it's like a cutting board that I've used to keep the front strings away from the back strings, just to make it a little bit easier so I don't make mistakes. Because yeah, when you have this many strings, things can happen.
Abigail's over on the vertical screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, come over to the horizontal screen and you can see the pattern. Also, you can see Mandy. The Mandy cam is currently only available on the vertical stream. I needed to, or horizontal stream. I have to try to do something to fix that for future ones. All right, this one goes over the dark, over the light, over the dark. and stops on the next light. Is that a mercat in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Oh, wait, it's a mercat. Oh, shit. So now, this blue goes out this way. So there's all kinds of symmetry baked into this thing, and I know it's kind of hard to maybe see it all at the moment, but this whole pattern is pretty intensive.
Do we not get the notifications if somebody subscribes to us that's not on the stream? Like from
No,
the
actually, no, actually, there should be a notification even if they were watching a regular video. I think that our stream elements isn't doing its job very well. That's why I'm kind of looking into possibly replacing that with that other one.
Abigail just said that she subscribed, but
Oh, well, thank you for subscribing. I don't know why, but we should have gotten a notification. That would have been fun.
maybe the printer will do it
Hey,
anyway.
look at that! It printer did do the thing anyway. Just as you were saying that, so this Abigail Harvey has joined our little family here of people who appreciate knots. That's awesome. So now I get a chance to do a nice big long row all the way from up here. So yeah, I see my shrink next Tuesday. I rather than taking a photo and trying to bring that along to show her what it is, because we talked about it last month when I saw her, and I told her that I was starting this really complex project and it would be perfect. She wanted to know what kind of colors, and there's nothing quite like seeing it in person to kind of get a gist of like just how crazy all of this stuff gets. So where is so that's my schedule for next week is I'm having Tuesday off and Wednesday off and Friday off. And why is the workstation with Mandy thing not working? There we go. I wonder if I can get the other bot to pick up on new subs and stuff. I can try. There's a possibility that I might even actually do a voicing thing, so that way when we get new subs, it actually gets greeted in one of the silly voices that I do. Back in the day when Mandy and I were in a very long distance relationship, I would do all kinds of silly things just to try to be humorous and fun and entertaining. And one of those was the teeny tiny voice. Whenever something was really small, I would use my teeny tiny voice. And it usually made a few for a few smiles. So yeah, there's a possibility that it'll be like, we would like to welcome. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun. Okay. So over the dark, over the light, over the dark. It's this light one. And then the blue goes over top. And then this light one comes all the way down. Do I do Dr. Nick from The Simpsons? Oh, no, I don't. But that would be a fun voice. Yeah, that hey everybody thing. I have no idea, but this feels like I'm getting a whole lot accomplished here this evening. Because where this started from and where I'm at now, it's a lot. Oh, I should remind everybody, we have this cool thing where if you do a donation like between like $0 and $2, something happens. Between 5 and 10, something happens. But I think it's like less than 20 and above 20, I think is how it works. But it's like 2, 5, 10, and 20. I don't know. Things happen, like things come up on the screen and it gets a little bit crazy. And it took an awful lot of creativity to put these things together. So it's kind of fun. There we go. So that long line is done. Now this one I have to be a little bit more cautious with because this doesn't go all the way to the end. So it's over the dark, over the light. Over the dark, over the yellow. I have to and then it turns on this yellow here. Perfect. And now this one stops before it gets to the end, right? If I seem a little distracted, it's because this pattern is intense and I don't want to make mistakes. Oh, hey, Jan, you subscribed. Thank you. Hey. So now it's just a little short row of the dark ones. It's a dark color that's making the spiral this time around. So and now this way it goes. So this time there's an easy marker because this blue ends before where the light color changed its direction. So that makes this actually work out much, much easier. Over the yellow. And stops on this one. So now the next row is also very easy because this light one only has like basically 3 knots and it changes directions with the yellow over here. So this is a little bit, this has some element that is a little bit like some of the previous bags that we were making where the light colors have to stay contained and usually it turns where the two colors kind of intersect, except for this time it doesn't automatically do it. There are instances where um, the light color goes over the other color at least once, which makes it a little bit trickier, a little bit more to have to pay attention to. But on the whole, I would say that, well, I guess because I'm crossing off things as I do it, I would say this isn't quite so bad. But yeah, I am crossing things off as I go along, so that's sort of exactly how I'm making this turn into something kind of easy. So now I can bring this dark one down. Yeah, this is, as far as pattern wise goes, this is probably one of the more difficult ones I've ever done. I would rate this right up there with the Celtic bag. I've done bags that are much larger in size. I've done bags with all kinds of various things, but I think pattern wise, I think this one is a real proper challenge. Not bad. All right, so now I can bring this light one out here on down. I have like so much area on the pattern to start crossing off as completed. But if it's one thing that I think is very ADHD is you just don't stop when you're on a roll. When things are going well, you just kind of keep going. So yeah. Yeah, it's only been 3. This is the 3rd week. So technically we've got what, 7 hours into this so far? It's so pretty. It really is. I'm really, really pleased with the color selection and yeah, and the kumi that Mandy did for the strap is absolutely just stunning. I really. Yeah, yeah, you could pretty much spell some stuff in this if you were so inclined. Um, so let's see, that goes all the way to there, that goes to there, and then we have from here to there and up that way. put a couple more rows in just to emphasize that this area is done. So, all right, time to move this thing around a little bit. So for anybody who is curious, here's a chance to see a bit more of it. So this is the other side. This is the bit that's going to fold over and button down. So yeah, the button is coming up like next. That's got to be like in this part here. And so we're going to work around this thing. I guess I put it in this way. Trying to find the best way to make this thing situate well for me. The yeah, getting patterns onto those websites, I tried it once, it didn't work, and I just was pretty much like, okay, they're lost. Just went on to make my own database because I couldn't be bothered. So over the dark, over the light, and stops on this one. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted in going back and watching the video where I actually made this pattern up to see like what was I know that I came up with a bunch of things, I figured it was just going to happen. I wasn't going to actually show the tedious part of painting it in. But then at the last second remembered that, yeah, that might be kind of cool. Somebody might appreciate it. Found that some of the things that I thought I could get away with, I couldn't. Had to redo whole entire chunks of pattern. I know there's a lot of things that kind of went in before all of this. And mind you, this was like, I made this pattern like last September, I think. I had come up with a whole bunch of different bags all at once, so that way we could have a decent size order when buying the floss. So yeah, that was a big motivating thing for that. All right, so now collect up the strings from here. And then this comes down this way. I guess I can actually bring this down enough that I can actually get that big red diamond That'll be kind of cool. Yeah, some of this gets pretty intense. That blue goes all the way. Okay. Okay. So this is like a tail of a fish shape that I'm working on right here. You see it in the pattern. It's either a fish or like a ribbon. Like the like every time they do those fundraiser things and they have the little ribbons in it. Okay, so then the dark one comes down. And then this light one. Let's see if it's over the dark. Yeah, I gotta zoom in on that area. Over the dark, over the light. So that one ends right there. So we've done everything that way. Bunch of stuff that way. That way. All right, so that means now I can bring this blue one down to here. So I think in order to get this big diamond done, there's a bunch of stuff that has to happen over on the other side. But we got this long row done. All right. Yeah, I have to bring all this stuff out over here in order to make that happen. Yeah, if this isn't just half confusing. So hang on. Yeah, so this diamond here is done. I am about to make it happen. All right, so over the dark, over the light, over the dark again, and stops on the next light. Right. So that's this one little segment. And that means now the dark comes down. But wait, before I do all that, so that's this little segment here. Oh, hang on. I got a thing that was supposed to make doing this a whole lot better. Hang on, give me 1 second. I will be right back. Whoop! I hit it. Ah, no. Back to this. All right. I got this thing that goes around your neck that is cold. And I thought that it would be nice for doing these long stints where I get like kind of like hard focused or whatever. And it would help keep my neck from getting too stiff and painful. Plus, keep me cool. Screensaver, Kevin. Yeah. All right, so this comes all the way out. I'm trying to get, there's an artist that I really like. Her work is like really, really fun and a bit silly. I want her to do a comic of me to use for my Be Right Backs. I'm like willing to send her a bag in order to make that exchange. Okay. So now I just did that row. That means this yellow here. So basically, if as long as I don't have to, I don't change direction with any of the strings. Obviously, some of them have to change directions, but I don't go out of my way to do it ever. And yes, that will make some get used more than others, but I'm already prepared with the idea that I may have to actually add string as we go along. So let them kind of naturally sort themselves out, and that way it doesn't all happen all at once, because that's worse than having to replace a string, is having to do it a whole bunch at one time. So yeah, this little neck thing came from Muji, and it's pretty nice. I like it. It just came out of the freezer, so it's really good and cold. So only 3 yellows there. And then this blue comes down. I just realized string things is, if that's their first experience of the screensaver, you haven't seen much of my live streams for members yet, because those can go for 4 or 5 hours, and yeah, there are points where I have to get up and go and do my be right backs. All right, so that's that little cove area down here. So now I have a nice long blue row. Should be easy peasy, right? Yeah, at some point you should start recognizing, like, some of the shapes are like repetitive, and they do things within the pattern. Yeah, there was a couple that, for whatever reason, got a super late start on the day kind of thing, and they just didn't go for long. Or I was going to do something so whatever. Hey, they look backwards. Welcome, safety driver. The drum suit manifest. So the drums that manifest, I know this person by a different name from over on Instagram. We used to converse a lot quite a while ago. And then he rediscovered me here as of recently, has joined the Discord, shows us the amazing bag that he's working on. And somebody pointed out to him that, hey, you're not slick backwards. So yeah, that's kind of the joke there. But it doesn't matter if you want to do, because they're all basically, it's a half hitch. It's just how you do it. Um, if you're happy with the results, if you like the way that the other side looks better, I would totally encourage you to continue going down that avenue. I personally like this side because this side, you can't tell which direction the knot was coming from. So it makes for doing these patterns just a little bit better, different. Okay, I need to tell my music player that no, that's not going to fly. Yeah, when you start getting into doing intense patterns, then yeah, and I suspect it's going to be difficult because you developed habits on how you tie. It'll be difficult to change once you've established a set way of doing things. It's going to be, that could be a problem. But
So if you think of it as learning a new craft, right? Think of it as a completely different craft.
oh, right, sure, yes, agreed. That's yeah. Well, yeah, if you watch this, you're going to see a lot of like change ups and things going on with colors and whatever. Hang on, let me just cross off the little area I just did. Whoa, too much zoom. All right. So now it's just this little area here where, see, we go over the dark, over the light, over the dark, and then this light. So this one just stops right here. And now this dark one just goes for 4 knots. Over this light and stops on this dark. So it keeps kind of getting a little bit smaller. Like that other one was 5. Now this is 4. Now this one is 3. So when I go to the right, I essentially lay the strings out to where it looks like a figure 4 if you were to see it like this. So this dark blue is the one I'm going over. And yeah, it looks like a figure 4. But I'm so used to doing it so quickly, I just kind of come around my finger, throw it down, and then pull it through. And just do that twice, and that's how I get this knot going that way. And then when I want to go the opposite direction, I bring it the other way around. So it's like the backwards of a 4. And that just goes right there. Now I'm going to bring these blues to meet that other blue. And that blue ends on this blue here. Now, here comes the really fun, tricky stuff. I want that yellow to come down this row. So first I'm going to go to the left and then back to the right. And now I've changed the direction that the red is going and I changed the direction that the yellow is. And I can bring it up this way. Now, there should be a yellow over here. Yep, right there. To come across, going to the left. So these are the backwards fours. Yeah, my only fear about doing close-ups of the hands and being able to show how I'm doing the stuff is what is really comfortable for my hands might not be comfortable for you. Like, I can't macrame without my hands cramping up. Like, if I try to do the regular macrame stuff, so I actually use clips to hold things in place, because if I try to juggle it with my hands, it doesn't feel good. So I encourage people to look at what the knot is and find what is most comfortable for you, because yeah, what works for me might not be the easiest way for you. And I don't want to give people, you know, carpal tunnel or something because they're trying to mimic my movement. Okay, so we are now done with all of this area. Hey, we have a new sub.
Letitia Garcia subscribed to the channel.
Letitia Garcia, welcome. After as many years in the game as I have been, I'm bound to have a few opinions on how to avoid pain and suffering in the craft. Like, for example, this easel was about $30, and as far as like investments go, this has definitely been a very good investment, because it prevents me from having to balance things in awkward ways. And yeah, overall, if you don't already have an easel of sorts, I would definitely recommend it. Oh, right. I was meant to do a thing for today. Darn it. Not enough hours in the day to do all this stuff. So this is the first of the month, which means that we have the first Sunday of the month is tomorrow. So that's our patron hangout. And yeah, all of the YouTube's people are invited to come and hang out with us as well.
Members.
Members, yes.
YouTube members.
The keyword members, yes, my wife is correct. The members can hang out. You can chat. We can, like right now, what you guys can't see going on is that Mandy can actually see the real-time me, because in Discord that all gets shared or whatever. So yeah. Hang on. Sorry, I'm getting like really intense into this thing here. Yeah, this pattern is.
Did the printer do
Oh,
it?
it did. So check it out. We got Leticia Garcia. Thank you for joining. That is awesome. You've become a subscriber to a channel that's actually starting to do pretty well. We've kind of. It was just recently that I got to 3,000 subs, and now we're I don't know, more than 3,000.
The screen says 3051 now.
Is it really? Holy smokes. That means we went up at like 11 or more tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, that was going to suggest there's a thing. If you haven't already, I'll send you a link because then I get credit for that. But there's a thing where you can do surveys for Google, and they'll pay you anything from like 10, 15 cents to, up to like 45 cents for opinions and things like that. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool way of being able to earn some money that you can actually use with the whole YouTubes and that kind of stuff. So this is, we're across this way to here. Oh, to there now. Hey, Rainbow made it. Okay. Oh, hey, but this makes it, all right. We're finally big enough, far enough along that I can actually fit the red diamond in over here now. So I think we're going to do that. So that went to there, and then this goes up to here. I can bring this dark one down. I kind of wanted this part done because this diamond looks different from the smaller one. And I kind of wanted the doc to be able to see how the accents to this thing work. You know, I can almost picture a cartoon-ish instance of a meerkat poking its. You know how they pop out their heads out the burrow and look around? Can't you just see that, like, coming out of Rara's pocket, just a little meerkat poking its head up and, like, looking to see if there's any trouble? See, wait, look at that. It just did the thing again. Do you see the in the image thing?
Yes, that is weird.
Why was there a keyboard thing happening? One, two, three. And then turn it to next yellow. Oh man. Wait, it was ferrets, right? Wasn't it? Does anybody here old enough to remember Beastmaster and how he had a cat for strength, he had an eagle for eyes, and he had two ferrets were his thieves? I probably watched that show like some 20, 30 times at least. That and Crawl. Every time those things came on, I had to watch it. So I've got what, like an hour and 15 minutes? Yeah, we can get the other side done, right? Be nice to have a little symmetry to this. So I know at this point this diamond just looks like a chevron, but that's okay. I have to kind of work my way down to the middle and then build it back up the other side, and we will have a nice big diamond. We only want good news. So when does the puppy get its own Instagram account? Because that seems to be a popular thing on Instagram. Watching a animal grow up. It actually is a really cute puppy. Oh, wow. That's a bit of a crazy combination. That reminds me of that time I went to the zoo. They only had one animal. I'm like, what the heck? What a shih tzu. So here's the big diamond is almost done. And then the next interval, it'll be back to the smaller diamond. Freya? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Puns for the win. Man, the contrast in the colors between the lights and the light blue versus the yellow, then the dark, and then this burgundy red. I just absolutely love the way this thing is coming out. This is so cool. I named my dog Stay, so he was very confused. Come here, Stay. Come here, Stay. And he just got older and learned to ignore me and just continue typing. All right, time to turn this thing around again. Basically, I had to roll that around the other side. I have no idea which is the... Hang on, let me cross off what I accomplished already. Oh, wait. I did up to here. Wow. So there's a lot to get caught up if I'm to do the other diamond on the other side. So do it. Oh yeah, this isn't going to get confusing at all. And then yellow. And then dark. And then the yellow. Okay, I'm kind of jumping around here a little bit, but I see that that dark one needs a longer area to go across. So I need to bring this bit down. Whoa!
2 hours later.
What the heck was that? Okay, so this one is easy because I can see that it goes to the blue just after the white. And now this yellow will come down and bounce that light color back into its mix. Again, easy. And now this one. I suddenly feel this urge to have to go faster because I realize that the amount of space that I have to cover in order to get that big diamond to do it again is pretty vast. I'm not sure if we can get it. I'm somehow picturing a bird trying to tell his little friends what happened and being all upset about it, you know, a right foul mood. We had dinner out the other night out at the mall, and it's a pretty big mall with like two great big atrium areas in it. And this bird went flying through one of the connector hallways from like where one atrium is past our little restaurant and into another atrium area. And I can't help but to imagine from the bird's perspective, this has to be like when in the Top Gun movies, like they're just jettisoning through in between stuff and like, you know, just built for speed and just going, you know, full out. Way cool. Suddenly I'm picturing that song, the what's the from Bad Lip Sync about the seagulls? Aw. So now it's that row where I have to watch what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm sure it's all fun and games until you get that warning pack. Whoa, your sound just did a tennis thing.
Well, it didn't change anything.
It just blurted out a woman, it sounded like a woman commentator.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I just feel like there's no chance I'm getting this diamond done. I'm really, really trying hard to get it, but I just feel like there's no, not going to happen.
There's an Esther on the bird stream asking how many strings it is.
Oh, that is actually a really good question. Honestly, I honestly I don't remember. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's probably around 140 to 150 strings. But if you come back next week, I will get a count for you because I honestly I do not know. It seems like I ought to know. Well, okay, the patterns are available on my website, akaawol.com. You can go over there. It's one of the pinned things at the top. It's the post by the bag, kind of. But yeah, there's a lot of strings. Yeah, you can only see half of them because the rest are tucked around the other side. Makes a whole cylinder.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. Wait, is anybody else having problem hearing Mandy? I think I have her volume is down.
Can you hear me?
Yep, everybody should be able to hear you now.
That's another person from the UK on bird stream.
It's Santa. Wait, like the guy with the presents? I like prezzies. I got a thread where just recently started. Yeah, so yeah, I started with bracelets, and then I don't know, something happened, and I just got into challenging myself with things bigger and bigger till yeah, until it kind of got a little bit out of hand, and now I'm kind of known as the guy who makes big stuff. I still make tutorials for people who are just starting or interested in learning on how to make a pattern, that kind of stuff. But for some odd reason, I'm always regarded as the guy who makes really big stuff. Wait, I'm really lost as where I'm at now. I've marked off something I shouldn't have. Or, wait. Oh, no. How long have it? Oh, so this piece is been 6, 7, 8 hours and 20 minutes. Essentially, the whole thing's been done on a live stream. Oh, it wasn't all. So it was two full live streams at 3 hours each, and we're almost on the third hour of the third stream. Yeah, my fingers are great. I'm honestly, I could go on making stuff even after the 3 hours is up. I kind of half tempted in going later tonight just because I want more done before I see the shrink on Tuesday.
Aw.
Oh no, my fingers are fine. Relax. I am a trained professional. Do not try this yourself. Well, no, try it yourself, but just don't hurt your fingers. I have calluses in all the right spots. I don't. If anything is going to get stiff, it's probably my neck. When I do long streams, it is, you know, the base of my neck that bothers me the most. Oh, I can, as long as I take some regular breaks, get something to drink, you know, I can probably not for about 9 hours, 10 hours. I've made bags, like decent, really big size bags in like 10 days. There is like a really early set of time lapse videos where I was just watching Doctor Who and tying knots, and I did a really super complex bag in just like 10 days. Mind you, having an easel so that way your posture can be good helps a lot. One of the big reasons why most people can't go for more than a couple hours is because they're sitting in a way that basically doesn't allow their anything to go for a long duration. So it starts with having good posture.
You're a thread god. Didn't somebody ask you about your god name?
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, my I would say it's not God, like KNOT. So now I have officially built up all the area to the left-hand side of that big diamond. Now I can work on the stuff for the right side of it.
Esther should join us over on the
Yeah,
horizontal stream.
on the horizontal screen, you can actually see more of the pattern. I have to adjust it anywho. Yeah, plus you can see Mandy. Unfortunately, you can't see Mandy on the other, on the vertical. Can?
Ken.
I don't see you. On the vert?
Oh, not anymore. You did earlier.
I don't. Um. Yeah. That's weird. It's like OBS is not responding to me poking at buttons and things.
Okay.
That's really strange. Holy smokes. We had Um, 293 people come in and check out the vertical stream. Wow. That seems like a lot. Yeah, I kind of really want to know how many strings there are in this now. I do enjoy making things. I honestly, I have ADHD and I suffer from some anxiety issues. And to me, nodding is almost a meditation. That was one of the words that we had for winning the secret word game was meditation. Um, Nodding for me is calming. It takes my focus and just puts it into something remotely practical. So I do enjoy it a lot. And if you think this is crazy, you haven't seen my 866 string that took 877 skeins of floss to make a wall hanging that's 1.6 meters across, which is like 5 foot something, and zero point 0.6 meters down. It was huge. That was when people say, "How did you spend the quarantine days?" Yeah, me, it was making one of the most big things kind of that I could imagine. I don't imagine I'll ever make anything bigger than that. Yeah, it was.
Never say never.
I just can't. I didn't say never. I just said I can't imagine.
All it takes is somebody to put the idea in your head.
The right idea, the right timing. Yeah, that is true. The right
You
pattern
see what
comes
this
along.
thing said?
No, hang on. Ah, that's awesome. I don't know how anybody finds my channel. I can't believe how many people have, though. Honestly, wait, I need to see. I need to see the dashboard again. Yeah, 3,052. 58 new subscribers in the last 28 days. This is phenomenal, guys. This is for my channel in general. That is pretty much some unprecedented growth. It's amazing. Yeah, the big project really was something, man. That was what a just a monstrous. You know, oddly enough, speaking of the big project, there is still in my shop one bracelet left. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I finished the big project, there was a bit of floss left over. So I made, was it 6? I want to say there was 6 bracelets out of the leftover floss. And I swore that I would never touch that pattern again. And that those 6 bracelets were to commemorate the finishing of the big project. In my shop right now, there is still one left. So if anybody's feeling a bit nostalgic, there is a bracelet that is pretty spectacular. That's awesome. I can't. I am so impressed with all you guys. I've gotten so many subs just in the last few days, and I really do appreciate it. It really, you guys have no idea what a boost to the endorphins and stuff that gives.
It's strange that the subscribers aren't all coming through.
Yeah, I'm really thinking I'm going to go over and try that other service that's supposed to give notifications and give them a try. It's either that or I have to figure out how to get Sammy to do it. Because once we started putting the bot into Sammy's hands, it started working more effectively. Because I want to greet everybody that joins. I think that would be amazing. Because yeah,
Is the printer sleeping?
yeah, Stream Element seems to be. Okay, now Stream Element seems to be back engaged. Okay, that's weird. It didn't give the extensions. Hey. And I don't know how to say that. Is it 2 A's in a row? Esta Patel.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for subscribing. See, that's awesome. Yeah, it's not adding. Okay, see, look. It's. Tell me, it's. Wait. Okay, so. Okay, the sheep chat cuts it down. Ash, I can do that. Wait, isn't that what the kid's name was in Pokemon?
Yes. I actually had a question for you earlier.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry, I've been trying to watch this pattern so I don't make mistakes. What was the question?
It says, when did you first get diagnosed with ADHD and how did you find out that making braces and other stuff helped you?
Oh, good questions. Okay, the ADHD was something that the teachers were telling my parents back when I was probably 5, 6, 7 years old. Just a kid. They're like, they pretty much knew that there was a problem, but that was in the 70s, and my parents were really scared of this idea of giving medications to me. I think that they may have even tried it for a little bit, but making me different, I think really bothered them. And they were like super crazy religious people. And I think that they had some weird kind of concepts that this was just, putting me in harm's way, like that somehow the devil would get me because I'm not with it or something. I don't know. There was a lot of weird stigmas. So, basically, they did other things. They tried to find things for me to do and play with and take, get my focus on stuff. So I learned like needlepoint and stuff like that when I was quite young. I did a number of needlepoints as young as like 8 or 9, like Bargello and designing my own things and stuff like that. And then um, I was dating a girl back in '87, and she taught me how to make a candy stripe. And I thought this was the coolest thing ever. And I made a whole bunch of them. And then I went to a concert, and everybody's bracelets were way cooler. And I'm like, wait a second. I couldn't figure out how they were getting patterns in it. And then I don't know how many days after that concert, I was laying in bed. It was about 4:30 in the morning, and I suddenly had this epiphany. If I tied the knot backwards, it would go the other direction. But I was too tired to actually get up and pull string and try to do anything with my newfound knowledge. Um, but then I woke up at like 7 in the morning and was like, yeah, I remember what I was wanting to do. And I got out some string and immediately tried it, and it worked. And I was like, heck yeah, this is it. And I started coming up with my own patterns, like dovetails and stuff, almost immediately at that point. And yeah, it was just such a natural fit of where I felt comfortable working with it. And yeah, I love making things. I had to it took a while to kind of get this thing. So for me, and people ask me like, how do I have the patience? I don't have patience. That's the whole thing. That's why my projects get done, is because I have no patience. I need to accomplish stuff um, to feel good about it. Like that's the ADHD is a lack of dopamine, and doing sections gives me these little bits of the drug dopamine, right? So I have learned that it's essentially you. It's not patience you need appreciation. When you can appreciate seeing an area finished, you get a whole different take on it, and it makes you just empowered to just keep going and going and going. But yeah, yeah. And I just loved mixing colors and trying like different combinations and seeing what was going to come from, like, if you go light, medium, dark, and then dark, medium, light, what happens then, and stuff like that, you know? So, hey, we're up to that big diamond. We might actually get this thing. Heck yeah, let's go. Yeah. But yeah, I was telling Safety Driver earlier that one of the things is I try not to make it a big deal about how I hold my hands, because I really feel that when it comes to the art, you have to find what's comfortable for you, because what's comfortable for me may not work for you at all. But I can say things like posture will help immensely, especially as you get older. Things that I used to be able to do when I was young, um, having a clipboard on my lap, sitting on concrete steps in Hart Plaza, um, is something that I probably could not do for long hours. I'd go down there, I'd spend the whole day making bracelets and selling them and having a good old time listening to live music. Yeah, DMC is small by comparison, especially by comparison to the stuff I get out of China. Can't do the link on Discord?
Not from the thing. Hang on. What's the easiest way of doing this? I will get it.
Yeah, it's a wall hanging. It was. It took 8 months to make. It was kind of incredible in some ways. It was the most intensive project that can imagine ever having done. The pattern itself, the way that it cycled through the way that the colors were and stuff. There was so much about that. And there was so many good times because there was so much that was done on live streams. And then there was all the catching up with the whole, like, what I accomplished during the week. Because every single day I was working on that project. I wasn't doing the videos as much back then, so it was just all out on this one solid project. And it just turned out so well. It's so, like, some of Mandy's family have come over to the house and they kind of, oh, that's interesting. What is this about? And then we explain what it is. And then just watching their reaction and them realizing, like, holy cow, like, that's beyond anything, they would have imagined doing. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it was meditative on both sides. It was for me as well. And I would get so excited about getting all the way across for one whole row because I was doing chunks, these blocks at a time. I wish I could show a picture of it. Yeah, I don't.
I can bring it up.
Oh, that's right. We get the Mandy abilities.
Where's the easiest place for me? The website, right?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, so we ended up so because of the way I add string, right? Because whenever a string got too short, we had to replace it. The way I add string, I actually knew that I would be able to put this thing through the washer. So I did. It's been through the washer. And then we ironed on Velcro, and the Velcro attaches it to the board, and the board is anchored on the wall, like a few inches off of the wall itself. The only thing that makes me a little bit sad was that when we ironed on the Velcro, I held the iron a little bit too long in one area, and it's sort of like the glue stuff or whatever kind of melted through. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, I can't even. But it's not very noticeable overall. But it's one of those things like I can see it and it bothers me. Yeah. But if it gets kind of messy from being on the wall for any length of time, I can just peel it off, throw it in the washing machine, and then bring it out and stuff.
Wait, is it in portfolio?
No. Sadly, no.
Then where's the easiest?
There's a post in the webpage about it. Why is the magnifying glass there, but I can't enter text? No, that's not it.
Found it.
Yay.
Okay, let me pull up the picture. And you have the pattern, and then you have the videos.
There's no just photos?
Yeah. The thing is that it'll be on Instagram, but
It's okay. Just pull it up on your screen and then I'll just make your screen the full screen.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But
Oh.
you know how big your Instagram is?
Yeah. I have photographs of it somewhere in my computer, I know. I can get those rigged up for next week, but oh, and I made 3 pillows since then as well. Because, after you made something as big as a meter plus, making a pillow seems pretty easy. And yeah, like I'm talking like throw pillows like you have on the couch.
What's that? Hashtag?
I don't know. Yeah, there were pillows. Like I said, it's been, yeah. So pillows go kind of quickly. Takes about a month and a half or so.
Finally found it. Okay, hang on. Open in new tab. Oops. And then I can desktop.
There it is. So that's my wall hanging. I'm 6'4" to give you some kind of an idea of like how big I am compared to how big that thing is. So yeah, it's huge. Okay. Do you have any more? Do you have the pillows? Oh, there we go. Hang on. Let me bring it back. So yeah, that's the pillow with the progress. That's all the string that was getting replaced coming through the backside of the thing.
Um,
More small bags.
there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There we go.
So that's the 3 pillows that we have on our couch. So yeah, pretty intense. 108 weeks ago, yeah. Amazing stuff, guys. Amazing stuff. All right, so let's go back to. Well, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the blue one's pretty cool. That one's kind of fun. I can't say that I love any one of them more than the others because each one is a different milestone in my life. Each one was me in a place in a time with whatever was going on in our lives at that time. And each one just holds a special part. Like I wouldn't have made it if I didn't think that the pattern was cool. I wouldn't have spent that much time and effort and just floss into something that if I wasn't really enthusiastic about it. So every single project I do, there's an element of something that, I get excited about. So yeah. But yeah, basically if you look up AKAAWOL anywhere, you're gonna find me, and you'll find a lot of images, you'll find a lot of videos, you'll find like it's the Instagram and Discord and just everything. It's me. And I've made a lot of stuff over the years, and some of it is a little bit ridiculous. But again, those bigger projects are just like doing many smaller projects. As long as you just can get your mind around the idea that instead of making 100 small bracelets, you're just going to make one big thing. Once you get your mind wrapped around that, it is so easy to get yourself into trying more stuff. So yeah, my webpage is akaawol.com. I share all my patterns are there. Links to videos. You can watch bags that were made on live streams, like just like this, from beginning to end. You'll see exactly how much time and effort went in to making a variety of different things. Yeah. Yeah, and I've archived a lot of stuff. So like there's unfortunately because I did archive a lot of things, some of the bag uh things on my webpage are missing some of the images, but yeah, you'll get the general gist of how everything because yeah. Oh, so I I was in the Navy, and my sister was going to get married, and my father had passed away when I was 7. So I was supposed to be the one to give her away. And I left San Diego to go to Michigan to give my sister away. And I went into a Denny's, and there was 2 police officers sitting at the counter. And as I came around the corner, my friends saw me and they're like, "Hey, AWOL." And I thought for sure the cops were going to come and start questioning, but they didn't. And later on, while hanging around at various parties and stuff, it turns out Kevin isn't that memorable. But if you say, "Oh, I'm Kevin, but I'm also known as AWOL," not to be confused with AWOL, people remember that. And enough that, like, I might not see them for months, but they're like, "Oh, hey, it's AWOL." Like, yeah. So I kind of realized, like, that was an easier way of, like, for people to like remember my name or my brand. And that became, for a while there, it was like AWOL was the synonymous with making bracelets and stuff. So there you go. I managed to get it. Look at that, guys. We got the whole big diamond on both sides now. So hang on, let me move that thing out of the way. So this is actually, we got this side here. So next week I have to put in the button that goes right there. So this little loop can actually be buttoned down, keep the phone from falling out. I'll probably work on this side a little bit and then get to working on this side, because there's, it would be nice to bring this all down. But yeah, I was really curious as to whether or not I was going to get both sides. I like it way better when it's like kind of flat going around, because it's easier to photograph. But I kind of wanted to see if I could get these parts done, because I wanted to show how it goes from a small diamond to the big one. It'll go back to the small, back to the big. And then this stuff just gets crazier. Like, honestly, this stuff just gets more and more bizarre. There's all kinds of repetitive things and stuff going on in there that's, yeah, it's pretty intense. It is 1 o'clock in the morning here. So this is about the time that our streams usually end. I was afraid we were going to have to go over just to get this thing finished, but we're here. So before I go, where's the button for it? There it is. I would like to thank, wait, get the button to work. Why is that not? Hang on. I have more than one way to skin a cat here. Where is the Patreon thing? Oh, there. I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members who make all of this stuff possible. The cost for the string and everything else, it really does make all the difference in the world. So thank you to each and every single one of you that keeps this channel going. Yeah. Tomorrow is the first Sunday of the month, which means it is the Patreon Hangout. So if you're a Patreon member or a YouTube member, you can come over and join us. It starts about 9 p.m. is when I'll open up the Discord. All you have to do is when you go in the Discord, you will see that there are different.
You have to get to Bikini Bottom and help Sandy. She got her strings in a bunch again.
You'll see that there's different voicings. There's Hangout, Insiders, and the live stream. It's the Insiders. It's where we do it. That's basically for just the people who are the members or the Patreon supporters. The Hangout is available to anybody. Quite frequently during the week, if I'm just working on a bracelet and it doesn't matter. I don't have to record the sound. I'll just open that one up, and then you guys can join in and chat with me, ask questions, that kind of stuff. But the Hangout thing is a little bit special. It's just really reserved for those people who are members. So, yeah. Yes, 9 p.m. Singapore time. I have no idea what that is in any other parts of the world, but yes. And yes, SpongeBob, yeah. Having SpongeBob call out AWOL is awesome, I think. So, yes. And I put that there as a reminder because there are times where I would totally lose track of time. So, anyways, thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. It has been absolutely a great stream. I've enjoyed all your questions, and hopefully I'll figure out how many strings are in this thing so I can answer that for you guys next week, or become a member and I'll work it out for you tomorrow. So there you go, incentivizing. I think that's it, guys. So yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.